Grown man business, priceless experiences, Napa Valley wine tasting, spoiling my women friends, sitting at the table with millionaires. The narrative is tax loops, accounts offshore squares. It's not allowed.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are live, we are live. There we go. If you can hear me, press 1, and if you can see me, press 2. And if everything is good on your end, we will do what it is we came here to do. My name is Ken Billions. Welcome back to Coin Gang Ministries, the place where you come ordinary and you leave extraordinary. You come in one way and you leave another way. You come in with one state of mind and we're able to turn that state of mind into a better state of mind, right? We're able to turn that base metal into gold. And we follow strict constitution over here, top shelf or nothing. So if you can see me, press 1, and if you can hear me, press 2. And then when I see what you got to say, I follow your lead, man. It's going to be a great conversation today. This is ministry for the abstract mind. This is a safe space for people without the box philosophy. I want to take my time with the conversation. It's a conversation that you want to listen to with your sons. It's a conversation that you want to listen to with the bros. This is one of those man sharpens man conversations. This is one of those kingmaker conversations. This is one of those brother sharpens brother conversations. If you have babies, please keep them close to you. And if you have someone in your life trying to love you, especially if you're a man, and you have a woman in your life or women, whatever your preference, and they're trying to love you, let them. Let them. If you're on the Facebook, make sure you get your supporter badge. It should say supporter by your name. When you type in the chat, something should be there right by your name because you know what it is we do. So you should definitely be the person that is repping this ministry, Hard Body Karate. If you're on YouTube, the super chat is your friend. And the Cash App is your friend. This Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will start our first class in our mastermind class of how to body bag bills. It is going to be great. Now, that is only for my members on Facebook, my members on YouTube, and my members on kenbillions.com. And this masterclass is about how to be a dope presenter, how to body bag your conversations from your look to your talking points to your research. This will be a 6-week class. It's going to be amazing. And that's only for my members, right? That is a treat for them. And they're going to walk away definitely poured into. It's going to be dope. It's going to be crazy. And that's this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's only for my members. We're going to have a surgical masterclass. It's going to be amazing. Today, we're going to talk about what is alchemy. We are going to talking about let go of the womb. We are going to talk about where the devil resides. We're going to talk about how to conquer the system. I always hear that the system is rigged. Well, the system is people, okay? But today we're going to talk about how to conquer the system. And we're going to talk about cracking the code. Our build for today is activate the king. Activate the king. Shout out to you. You understand the assignment. When I see this pop up, the spirit just hits me. When I see this happens before I go in, that's why we land where we land, right? Because fair exchange ain't no robbery, value for value. So when people come through the door and put it on the wood like that, that just makes me go into my zone, right? So I appreciate you for understanding the assignment. Definitely keep it coming. Because when it comes on the wood, it just makes the bars more better. Our conversation today is activate the king. If you got a son, if you got a brother, this is a conversation for them. If you got a man or a husband, it's a conversation for them. If you're a dude, this is a conversation for you, because we want to talk about activating the king. I don't care about hair today. I don't care about women's body counts today. I don't care about if they're qualified for marriage. I don't care about none of that. That's womb control, and we'll get into that later. I only care about activating the king, because when I walk in the barbershops, I don't hear any conversations for the bros. When I go on to these podcasts, I don't hear any conversations for the bros. What I hear is a bunch of minding women's business, and women's business are getting minded so bad that it's affecting the king activation. Today, I want to talk about activating the king. I want to talk about activating the mind, because the body is definitely activated. It's a bunch of thoughting going on. So the body is not the problem. It's a bunch of babies being born, a bunch of basketballs getting dunked, a bunch of footballs getting thrown. So the body is not the problem. It's a bunch of rapping going on. Man, I'm going to do some preaching today. I already feel it. I could just tell. I thought I was going to come through and chat mildly. No. I'm going to do some preaching today, especially when people come through the door with it. Especially when people come through the door with it. I'm going to do some preaching today. Today's build is activate the king. Y'all ready? When I was a boy, me and my friends, when people asked us what we wanted to be, we said a number of things, right? We said a number of things. Some of us said they wanted to be police. I remember this. We played with police cars and everything. We played cops and robbers. Some of us said that we wanted to be police. Other people had hoop dreams, right? Nothing wrong with that. Some of us wanted to be police. Some of us wanted to hoop. During the OJ trial, a lot of us wanted to be Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran was such a polarizing figure on our TV, and he did the impossible. I was about 10 years old when I seen OJ driving on the highway. I was like in 4th grade. You know, we went to school to talk about this the next day. This dominated the news cycle. And Johnny Cochran was so elegant in that courtroom. He was so masterful. And we wanted to become lawyers because of this imagery. Some of us wanted to become wrestlers. I don't care what you say. Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all time. Outside of The Rock had a lot of charisma. But I was rocking with Shawn Michaels when he was part of the Rockers, him and Marty Jannetty. Showing my age a little bit. Wanted to be a wrestler too. Wanted to be a rapper too. Wanted to be a lot of things. Wanted to be a cop. Wanted to be a hooper. Wanted to be a lawyer. Wanted to be a wrestler. I wanted to rap too. Right? Now, when the boys raised our hand about what we wanted to be when we grew up, we wanted to be a lot of things. We said a lot of different things when we raised our hand. But one of the things that we didn't say is that we wanted to be men. No one ever raised their hand to say, I want to be a man when I grow up. Why? Because we didn't know that a man was an occupation that was of high character or high esteem, like the wrestler, like the rapper, like the cop. We just thought the man thing was something that happened anyway. It ain't. We never raised our hand to say, you know what? Before I become a rapper, or before I become a husband or a father or somebody's best friend or a wrestler or a cop or a fireman, I want to be a man first. You have to go to school for years to be a lawyer. You have to go to school and study hard to become a doctor. But what about when it comes to that man thing? What about that man thing? So if it takes years to study law and I got to pass the bar, I got to pass a test to practice law, and I got to study to become a doctor, I got to go through some type of rites of passage. I have to consume myself hours and hours, 10,000 hours in my field to say that I'm a professional in these respective areas. But what about when it comes to being a man? How much study does it take to be a man? How many hours does it take to be a man? What is the knowledge that one has to consume to be a man? Because when I'm a lawyer, there's things that I study. When I'm a doctor, there's things that I study. If I want to do construction, there's things that I study. But if a boy wants to become a man, what is it that he studies? The reason why many people won't have an answer is because to be a man is not looked at as a skill. Because we look at the physical body of the male, how it develops, and we equate that to being a man. Today's conversation is activate the king. Now, we can tell these boys how to rap. We can tell these boys how to hoop and play football. Can you tell them how to activate the king? No. Because when we go in the barbershop, it's a bunch of games in play. Ain't no information on how to activate the king. It's a lot of information on what women should do with their body, but ain't no information to tell the boy how to activate the king. Ain't no information to tell him to transition the body and go into the mind. But it's a lot of information on what women should do to find a husband. But is the husband a man? He can be a male. Males have jobs. Males can protect and provide. That is just the animalistic nature of the species. That doesn't mean man. You can't be man if the king is not activated. One of the things that is stunting the growth of male is males or the male's connection to the womb. The male comes out of the womb and then carries a connection to the womb until the day he dies. Look at that baby on mama. Mama love that baby. Mama breastfeeds that baby. And that womb attachment carries over until adult years to where the male is still attached to the womb. Mama's milk, right? The male spends the rest of his life trying to get back where he came from. And that's mama's womb or mama's milk. And that affects king activation. The king can't be activated sucking on mama's titty. The king can't be activating trying to control the womb. It's 4 types of womb control. You got the man that want to repair the womb. He want to try to save the woman, right? You got womb obsession, where you want to tell the woman how to be feminine. You obsessed with the womb. Well, if women could do it, you want the women's rights. You want to be free like the woman. You want to be able to dance and be carefree in the world like the woman. You got womb possession. You want to own it. Huh? You want to restrict the womb's movements. And then you got womb condemnation, where you want to shame the womb. None of that womb control will activate the king. To activate the king, you must kill or sever yourself from the womb that you came from. Each one of these 4 are tied to a relationship that men have with their mother. Some of you want to repair mama. Some of you are obsessed with mama. Others are trying to possess mama. And others are trying to condemn mama. Mama's a human. See, when you understand that your own mother is a human, you will look at women as human. What does that mean? What does that mean? That every disgusting thing, everything you hate about the male, everything the male needs, everything the male does, baby girl do it too. Mama do it too. You have to peel back the production. You have to put mama in the womb in its proper place. It is not your design to control the womb, because if you do, you're not going to activate the king. You want to repair the womb because you couldn't repair mama. You're trying to give the woman game so they could get married. All that fake male empowerment is really female empowerment. You're telling women how to get men. Oh, this is what a high value man wants, and the woman is taking notes, right? Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, you should better yourself. That's what you wanted to tell mama. See, them words didn't land on mama's lap right. So you go out into the world trying to repair the womb. You got to sever your connection to the womb. This is you. That baby will become an adult. And if it doesn't understand that it just used mama as a vehicle to come here, it's going to grow up trying to control something that is not designed to be controlled. You got the repair man. Y'all trying to control the womb so bad. You're telling women, oh man, the men you have sex with, they make an imprint on you. Y'all beginning to get real scientific with this shit. Oh, those partners, their energy, it stays with you. Start talking about energy now. You're trying to repair the womb at the expense of you activating the king. The woman does not need you to repair her. Her cross to carry is her cross to carry. She got to find out why she's here on the planet. And the only thing you can do is give her a mirror so she can see herself. But it ain't your job, sir, to walk around with a toolbox at the expense of activating your own king. What about your traumas? Huh? What about your heartbreak? What about the negative images that you've seen your entire life that's embedded in your own mind? But you walking around with that toolbox. You walking around with the toolbox trying to repair the womb. And the women are talking back to you, telling you, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. And your world falls apart. The reason why your world falls apart is because you couldn't repair mama's womb. But I get you. I tried to repair mama's womb too. So I relate to you. You know why I tried to repair mama's womb? I didn't know mama was a human. That's mom. Mom doesn't equal human. Sometimes woman doesn't equal human neither. It's something else. It's something other. It's other. And we take it upon ourselves to define the world for the woman. We take it upon ourselves to listen to what she's saying and be like, no, that's not what you really mean. Let me tell you what you need. Oh, you deserve better. They telling you what they want. They telling you what they're going to do. They got a right to live their own damn life. And you trying to repair the womb, you are messing your own self up. You are handicapping your ability to activate the king. See, because the thing about activating the king is dormant, fam. When you come on this planet, you come in an animal state. And there's something in you that is not activated. That's the king. And you never get to it because we stuck on games and play, football, basketball, debates, bickering, and trying to fix the world at the expense of activating the thing inside of us. And it don't activate until we die. Then we come back here, keep doing it over and over and over again. Because when you die, you got attachment to this shit. When you activate the king, you don't own none of this. None of it. You don't own the phone, right? You don't own the car. You don't own the woman. You don't even own your kids. The only thing you're going to leave here with is what you came with. And that's that inner person and that outer person. And this outer person is killing the inner person because of womb control. You got to free these women up. They want to go to hell? Let them. That's their choice. It is not your job as a dude to try to police the woman's womb. But I understand that's a relationship with you and mama. You leave the womb and spend a lifetime trying to go back to the womb. But if you want to activate the king, you have to cut the umbilical cord to the womb and don't be attached to that. So you got some men walking around with the toolbox trying to repair the womb. Then you got other men with womb obsession. You want to be like the woman. You want to be free like the woman. The woman gets to twerk. The woman gets to make bad decisions sometimes, and the world bails her out. The woman gets to not be accountable for the things she does sometimes. And you as a dude, you say, but if that was a man, imagine if that was a man. You want the rights of the woman. That's womb obsession. You are telling the woman what it is to be a lady. You are telling the woman what it is to be feminine. I understand. Because to be a man is so hard. Ain't nobody gonna bail you out. The margin for error for your mistakes is very small. If you don't come from a good pedigree, a good stock of men, Shit, sometimes you might have to get your issue doing crime. Sometimes you might have to go into the street and get it out the mud. It looked like the woman got it easy. I hear y'all talking. You got womb obsession. But she gets to do this. Not only do you try to repair the womb, not only do you have womb obsession, but you have womb possession. Woman show you a little bit of nasty and now you possessive. Oh, yeah, my woman can't go on a girl's trip. Oh, yeah. Let me check your phone. All that is sucker shit. Let people govern their own life. Do you know what it's like to really be chosen when a person can do and they don't because they chose you with no coercion, with nothing on it? You got chose up on? You don't got to restrict the woman to get chose on. All you have to be is the genuine article. All you have to be is something that a person doesn't see regularly. All you have to do is be a person that has things that come out of their mouth that is so uncommon that a person is like, I don't know where you're going, but I want to go. Whatever vision you got, I'm about to get behind. When you possess the womb, what's the return on investment? You wind up breaking your own self down. You wind up killing your own self, player. The woman's womb is not to be policed. Everywhere you look, it's a man somewhere trying to tell a woman what to do. Why? What's the return on investment? What's the ROI? You can't activate the king trying to control the woman. That is not the path to manhood. That is not how you wake this thing up on the inside of you. That's all male shit. That womb control is the same behavior as the rest of the males in animal kingdom. Territory over the females of the group. The power is getting chose to where you step back and you take your hand off things and people want to be up under you. Asking you for the instructions. What do we do next? Asking you your opinion on things. All you got to do is move your hand back. All you have to do is focus on activating the king. And the king activation has a magnetic pull to it. When you activate the king, it's going to pull all the stuff that you want towards you. If you really want to control the woman, you do it by non-control. If you really want to have the control over the womb, all you got to do is activate that inner magnetism, that inner king, and it's going to pull everything that your heart desires right to you. The universe is mental. King activation puts you in line with the all. King activation puts you in line with the source, the great mystery, the great architect. When you look up in the sky at night, all them stars, how dark it is, that's what's in you. All that space stuff, that's what's in you. You ain't got to control the womb. You ain't got to be on panels and podcasts talking about what the woman should do. Sir, what about the king? It's not the penis that makes you the king. It's not the job. It's not the car. What makes you the king is your ability to suppress the body and open up another sense, open up another thing that is encased and dormant in you. This ain't nothing. The next 20 years, my face is going to begin to sag and peel off. My hands are going to be different. I'm going to get off the couch and say, So the body ain't shit. There's something else, though, that has more value. There's something else inside of us that's sleep that we never get to tap into, and we continue to do this life cycle thing over and over and over and over again. And because that self-awakening is so difficult, we put our attention where it shouldn't be. All in these women's business. I don't give a damn if they're falling apart. I don't give a damn if they want to go to hell. I don't give a damn if they got 1,000 baby daddies. Guess what? The woman is able to govern herself. She is autonomous as well. Her journey to her queen is her business. If she chooses to go on the journey, that's her choice. I'm not here to stand in the way, and I'm not here to cripple the journey. I'm not here to shame it. They can do what they want to do. That ain't my path. What happens on earth stays on earth. When I die and I go in that box, women gonna be sucking and fucking like they been doing. That's what humans do. It ain't my job to stand in front of her and be like, no, sis, you need to treat your body better. Or no, sis, your womb is sacred. Sis, your body count, you're going to be disqualified for marriage and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I got something precious that I ain't watered. Meanwhile, it's something in me that I haven't even tapped into. Meanwhile, I'm a person that hasn't overcame childhood fears. Meanwhile, this wagging that I'm doing at the woman is the wag that you couldn't do at mama. Because what you really want to talk about is mama's body count. What you really want to talk about is why wasn't mama and daddy together? What you really want to talk about is mama had different boyfriends. What you really want to talk about is you might not belong to that man right there, and mama don't know who your daddy is. You ain't got to tell me. I already know. My question to you, though, is can you forgive the humanity in mama? You accept all the flaw that men come with. But the woman is just like the man. The woman has blind spots, just like the man. The woman is flawed. The woman is afraid and uncertain. The woman is going off the information that they have, just like the man. The woman could be finessed. The woman could be lied to. The woman pays attention to shiny shit, just like the man. But you can accept that from the man. Why you can't accept that from the woman? And that's because of womb control. Because in your mind, the womb has more value than you. So that's why you hold the womb to a certain standard. But let me tell you something about the womb. That womb is going to age and it's going to look like pastrami. Just like my face is going to fall off, that womb is going to end up looking like pastrami. We're all going to fall off. That's not her value. The value is on the inside of her. The value is the queen on the inside, not the outside. The outside is going to fall off. The titties is going to sag. That's not the attachment. You don't want to have womb control. You don't want to admire the woman's body. You don't want to admire the woman's face. all that shit is temporary. It's good for sex. Don't get it twisted. I put some baddies on their back. That's temporary, man. It's temporary. As we age, young people turn 18, 21, their body is popping, right? You don't hear men, yeah, man, I want me a younger woman. Guess what a younger woman does? Turn into an older woman. New pussy turn to old pussy. The value is not on the outside. So just like you have to activate the king, she has her own journey. She has to activate something, and it's not her beauty. And because you can't handle the beauty of the woman, and you are enthralled, and you feel like, oh, sexual market value. Man, ain't no value in sex. How is it value in something that depreciates by the year? As we're aging, our body is beginning to change, and it's not getting more popping. How is that value? Yeah, your SMV, your sexual market value. All this is stupid talk. All this devolves you. All this doesn't activate the king because the value is on the inside of the thing. You have to crack the shell to get to it. It's not the outside. The outside is games and play. The outside is glamour. The outside is tricks. You want to condemn the womb. No man will ever marry you. No man will. You talking to mama. No man came and married your mom. You ain't see men do real shit for your mom. You ain't see no man just pull up on your mom and put money on the table and she ain't got to get on her knees. Talk about your mom. Did men respect your mama, or was your mama messy? You woke up as a little boy. You open the door. Somebody going to town on your mama, and you carry that, right? You wake up 4 a.m, nigga come out the bathroom scratching his ass and shit. What's up, little nigga? Just mash off. That's what y'all not saying. That's what you not saying. All this trying to control the womb has everything to do with mama. Well, here's the secret. I wasn't planned just like you. Here's the secret. My mama didn't want to get an abortion. Your mama didn't want to get an abortion. Here's the secret. My mama didn't want to have no kids. Neither did your mama. Here's the secret. You've been tolerated just like I was tolerated because we wasn't planned. Mama didn't sit down with that man and say, here how it's gonna go. No, oops. We some oops babies. We some oops niggas. We some oops men. Mama looked at the pregnancy test and was like, shit. And then our big head ass was born. Mama looked at the pregnancy test and was, Mama was drunk. I know that's hard to think about it like that. But when you think about it in the abstract like that, you understand the humanity. When you look at it like that, you understand the woman's humanity. She is flawed, just like you. Mama drunk Cisco. No, she ain't want no kids. Mama was mad at some other dude and put on her dress and went out to the party and was dancing, drinking Mad Dog 2020. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him. 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 Seen some Billy D. Williams looking nigga pulling up from out of town. Was like, damn, he fine. Drunk. One thing led to another. Missed the period. Looked at the test. Damn. Wind up calling the dude. There was no cell phones at this time. Wind up calling the dude. You know what the dude said? I ain't ready to have no babies. I'm married. Click. That's the truth. And you mad at mama. But I understand though. I don't blame you. I understand. But mama's a human though. And when you upset, when you deal with that, beloved, when you cut that umbilical cord, when you get off mama's nipple, you'll be able to heal yourself and activate the king. You just used her as a vehicle. She wasn't supposed to be perfect. Don't judge it. Just observe it and extend grace. That's mama. Mama got 3 baby daddies. That means 3 men came inside of her. See, I got to say it like that to shock you. That's just the men you know about. That's still mama, though. That's still a human. Respect. What you expect, mama out here drinking Mad Dog 2020? Mama out here drinking Cisco. What? Let your mama go. If you let your mama go, you will look at women in the world totally different. I promise you. I promise you. You will allow women to be and exist, right? You don't need to control because you control through non-control, right? Getting chose is power. You want to have power over a woman like y'all want? If that's what you really want, let her choose. Especially a woman with options. Let her choose. And if you are the genuine article, you're going to get chosen. If you activate that king, you're going to get chosen. And let me tell you something about a lot of women that y'all might not know. A lot of women will choose the guy that activates the king over the rich man. Now, if you was really player, you let her fuck on the rich man so he could give her some money, and then you still bring some money back. That's another story, though. We're not ready to have that combo. But damn it, when you activate the king, I ain't got no attachments to none of this shit. None of it. None of it. None of that can hurt me. I don't own you. The highest form of love that a woman can give you is not no baby. It's her bringing some money back to the crib. But anyway. So after you deal with the womb control, you got to deal with where the devil resides. The devil resides in a man's eyes. Don't we say that a man is visual? A man is visual. That's your devil. Let me show you how devilish your eyes is. Look at these numbers. Pay close attention. Screenshot. Y'all know who this is? Y'all know who this is? We're going to go through these numbers in a second. Y'all know who this is, right? This girl is 19. 19. This is Catch Me Outside girl. This is Bad Baddie. Is that her name? Bad Baddie? She just released the receipts to her OnlyFans. Okay? What you're looking at is Bad Baddie's receipts for the OnlyFans. Right? She's 19 years old. Now, when the men are saying, oh, we're visual. Yo, let me tell you how visual you are. Okay? What you're looking at the bottom is gross and net. All right? She grossed $52,892,972. She netted $42,309,719.03. In subscriptions, she got $16,619,070.66. In tips, she got $16,100. No, I'm sorry. She got $161,597. Now, where you see messages at, right? On OnlyFans, you can message people for a certain amount. So she done set messages out, which was like pictures or videos, right? In messages, she made $25,529,080. Meanwhile, y'all over here talking about red pill shit. I don't want to hear none of it. None of it. Talk to the men about activating the king. All that capping online about logic. All that capping online about leadership. That's cap. That is cap. Because it is the men that are tuning in to this 19-year-old. She don't even look grown. No king talk. All those talking points. The truth of the matter is, it's all about the bottom. You're trying to talk your way into some vagina. You're trying to shame the woman into vagina. You think those talking points are going to get you laid. The numbers show otherwise. This is dudes watching this. This is dudes trying to see what this girl does on OnlyFans. She doesn't even look grown, though. 52 million gross? 52 million. You know why? Because ain't no conversations about activating the king. When you activate the king, the sex doesn't have control over you no more. When you activate the king, you begin to value your penis. When you activate the king, you are very mindful where you plant your seed. When you activate the king, you're not tapping into this. First of all, let's be clear. She's famous for disrespecting her mom. She's rewarded for disrespecting her mom. What kind of message does this send, men? All them panels is cap. All them talking points is cap. Oh, Kevin Samuels is putting women in their place. Really? What about the men? What about the king activation? The devil is in the eyes, yo. $52 million. Do better, man. But I get it though. I'm talking, but no judgment, no shade. I understand what happens when you're not on the path. I get it. I get it. I get it. So I don't blame you. I get it. Not being on the path. I know what that looks like. I get it. When you don't have a compass and you don't know where to go. I get it. I understand how you'll distract yourself and numb yourself when you're dealing with pain and you're confused. I understand being a 21-year-old dude is hella confusing, especially when nobody set your life up. I get it. When you're trying to run a business, you don't got no startup capital. I get it. When you feel like no one is there for you, can't talk to no one, can't trust no one. I get it. You're turning 30, you're turning 35, you're turning 40, and all the people that you thought had information with you, you done outgrown them. I get it. They just tell you, oh yeah, go be a man. Man, what does that look like? And then you let a woman finesse you. Yeah, well, to be a man, it's you buying me shit. And then you go that route, like, all right, okay, let me go get a job, right? And then she fucking on me though. I just pull up with fire haircuts, fire whip, fire clothes, right? I'm sorry, bro, right? You working hard because that's what they told you to do. No one ever told you to heal, man. No one ever told you focus on yourself, overcome your childhood fears. No one ever told you to step off the scene. No one ever told you to love on yourself and nurture yourself. You got finessed by a woman. Yeah, take care of me, pay my bills. And guess what? She come give me the money and bust it open for me. You see? I understand, bro, because it don't happen to the best of us. You don't think that happened to Ken Billions? I'm all on something. Yeah. Somebody else is scraping. My little heart broke. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Why is it the end of the world? Because I was never taught to love myself as a dude. Do things for other people. Take care of other people, right? That's where your manhood is. Don't focus on your own mental health. Give. Become for others. Meanwhile, I'm a whole king inside lying dormant. Never gonna get to this though. The finesse. Don't let nobody use you. Don't let nobody play you for your body, right? Go do this for me. Sir, do your own thing. Activate the king in you. Don't have no fucking kids. Go see the world. Don't let no woman finesse you. None of them. A man is supposed, no, in the digital age, you're supposed to activate the king. You're supposed to activate the king. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't let nobody play you. Take that womb and put it exactly where it is, level, right? It's just a body part. Tell your sons that. For some woman, for some chick talking shit to your son, got her hand in your son's pocket. Mothers, raising your son to get finessed. Yeah, just be nice to the girls. What? That's going to be your son not knowing which way to go, thinking he got to move when she say. You better put your son. I know y'all got the woman code and all that shit, but you know woman psyche. So teach your son that so he don't be out here getting finessed. But you're going to stay on woman code at the expense of your son. Believe women. You all girl power at the expense of your son? That's you. You ain't going to finesse my son because he ain't going to have you on a pedestal. Y'all same. That's not how I'm raising my son. Activate the king, son. And whatever you're looking for is going to be drawn and pulled to you. You ain't got to search. You ain't got to play yourself. You ain't got to dumb yourself down for nothing. We tell the babies that the universe is abundant over here. You ain't lacking nothing. No talking point. None of that. We're not dealing with none of that. None of it. Because once a boy loses himself, you know how hard it is to come back from a broken heart? Guys and girls don't bounce back from broken heart the same. Once a guy's heart is broke, it's broke forever. See them dudes on the street corner, can't get right, been out there for years, that's a broken heart. You see them men in the homeless shelters, in the camps, I was there. I know what it's like to be around men when somebody broke their heart 40 years ago, being in a shelter. No Christmas gifts, no Valentine's Day gifts, people walking right past them. What? Dude don't respond to a broken heart like a woman may. Once his heart is done, it's a wrap. But everybody gonna stay on code though, at the expense of the boys, right? At the expense of the boys. You better tell your son to activate the king before he do anything. Now, what does that look like? We're gonna get into that right now. What does that look like? Activate the king. What does that look like? Alchemy. The process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary, sometimes in a way that can't be explained. The process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary and turning it into something the process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary, sometimes in a way that can't be explained. Well, if you study the philosopher's stone and ancient alchemy, turning base metals into gold, right? But the activating the king is spiritual alchemy, though. Spiritual alchemy. So let me begin to talk and minister and disciple to the men in a way that they ain't never been discipled to before. In this moment, if you're a dude and you hear my voice, in this moment, I love you. In this moment. Next moment, I'm going to be on your head. But in this moment, I love you. The reason why I'm gonna start with I love you, because you may have never seen a me before say that they love you. And I don't want nothing from you. I ain't trying to play you. I ain't trying to be like you. You good. I don't care about your car. I don't care about your kicks, fam. None of that. I'm gonna tell you that I love you. And it's important that you hear it coming from someone that looks like me, right? I love you. I have to lay that as a foundation so we can activate the king, because activating the king comes from spiritual alchemy. You have calcination, dissolution, separation, conjunction, fermentation, distillation, and coagulation. Okay. Calcination, dissolution, separation, conjunction, fermentation, distillation, coagulation. Okay. Let's deal with the first one, calcination. Recognizing of faults. Recognizing of faults. So what we're going to say right there is acknowledgement of the shadow. Each man has a shadow. Some are bigger than others. Some are darker than others. A lot of our traumas and our faults are in our shadows. A lot of our narcissism is in our shadows, in our ambition, and our thirst for power, and thirst for having an appetite for women, for money, for power. All that is in our shadow. And it's important that we acknowledge it. Don't condemn it. Don't judge yourself. Just acknowledge it. I want each dude right now to acknowledge your shadow. Right? On the path to activating the king, you have to do certain steps. You have to acknowledge the shadow. You have to acknowledge that you have one, right? Many people are religious. You call it sin. You're a sinner. Acknowledge the dark side, because there's some truth there in why you do what you do. It's not all that you're just a bad person. No. The devil's in the details. There's something in that shadow. There's something in what, when you go to that dark side, you go for a reason. So it's important to embrace that shadow, acknowledge that shadow. And then we go into dissolution, engaging with our faults. And what this is conversation with the shadow. You need to have a clear and honest conversation with the other part of you of why you do what you do. You have to have a talk with the pain, and you need to listen back. Why do you do what you do? Why do you go to the places that you go? Why do you like the women that you like? Why are you violent? Why do you like to get drunk? What about that activates you? Don't judge it. Have a conversation. Why do you go to the places that you go to? There's a reason for that, fam. I'm not going to go out there and just call you a bad person. I want to know why you do what you do. And then we come to separation. And separation is releasing that. You are not your past. You know, when you come from an urban market, people tend to remember how they remember you. When you come from an urban market, people see you and they have conversations with you based on who they remember you being. And it's because of that, a lot of us don't transition to another part of our lives because people view us as that old person. And that's how we oftentimes we show up as that old person, that old self, because after all, you know, got to keep it real, right? I'm going to tell you right now, and you don't need nobody's permission. Release that shit. Release your faults. You hurt people before. Release it. You've lied before. Release it. There was times where you just couldn't be as stand up as you wanted to. Release it. The reason why is because you're on a constant feedback loop, having self-talk all day. You got imposter syndrome because this new life that you created, this new relationship or this new woman, you don't feel comfortable because of the feedback loop that's going on in your head. You don't think you belong there. You don't think you deserve this good woman. You don't think you deserve this new opportunity because of what you did 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Man, them days is over. Release that shit, because what's going to happen is that woman that's in your space or the people that's in your space seeding into, you're going to mismanage them because you are on in a feedback loop in your mind. Self-talk, imposter syndrome. I wonder what they're going to say when they find out who I used to be. Are they going to judge me? Fam, the past is just part of the story, right? You're allowed to transition. The process of man is not static. It's a becoming, right? And it's full of trial and error. And sometimes that trial and error consisted of you hurting people that you love. Sometimes the trial and error consisted of you making really bonehead decisions. Sometimes the trial and error consisted of you making very, 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 very bad decisions. And that's causing you to have imposter syndrome in your new life right now. You just can't catch up to it because you're in your head. You're telling yourself you're not when you really are. When you really are that dude. These niggas not gonna tell you that you're that dude. I'm gonna tell you that you're that dude. I already know you can't be too wavy around these niggas. I already know you can't show up a certain type of way. They're not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, you're that dude. You don't need imposter syndrome. You're the real deal. You have a child looking at you, a son looking at you, a daughter looking at you. They don't look at you like you are who you are from the past. They don't know none of that. You got a clean slate. Release that shit, man. I'm being dead up. You already wavy, bro. I don't give a damn about no slavery. I don't give a damn about no police brutality. All that stuff is to affect your self-esteem. All that talk, all that negative talk and negative self-imagery and fucked up portraits is designed for you to attack your mental health. So you think you need to sleep on a woman's couch. She got the answers for you. They got the answers for you, sir. You're the genuine article. I'm telling you, because you wouldn't even be on this chat. It's a lot of people that you could be listening to right now. You that nigga. You that man. Don't matter about your bread. That's extra. And don't let no bobblehead ass woman tell you something different. Fuck her. Straight up. None of the homies trying to pull you back into that old season. What? All them is ops. These men is ops. These women are ops. I said it. They're all ops. Women that's trying to get something out of you when you working hard. What? If you go, does she got a remedy for you? If you cut your leg, can she stitch you up? Do she get you books? What? What you tricking on? Some pussy? I done had enough for the both of us. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of them nights where I left a strange woman and I felt so broken. You could do a lot much more with your time and your money. Straight up. And the homies holding you to the, yeah, my nigga get busy. Yeah, he put in work. Holding you to that image, and you somebody's father, and they will take you away from your kids for a rep. In the clubhouse room, listening to Whack 100 and Hassan Campbell argue with each other. You getting activated off that? Let me tell you something, bro. Life is for the living, man. You can grow. You can be whatever you want at any given time. But I'm going to go back what I said before. A lot of that is rooted in your control of mama. You got to let mama go. You got to let mama go and activate your king. You can't take the car with you. You can't take the kicks with you. You can't take nothing with you. None of this stuff. But you can take the king. That's your work. Right? That's your work. Let me go to this other one. So now you have conjunction. And conjunction allows you to begin the desired path, the union of opposites. You begin to die. You begin to have a positive death. What does it mean to be a street nigga? What does that mean? What does it mean to be a black man? All that is artificial. You ain't coming to the world that, and you ain't going to leave that. A street nigga, a black man, none of that holds more weight than being you. You was you before the streets. You was you before racial politics. And for you to move on, all that must die. Kill it. Leave it in the chat room. Right? Leave that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow hip hop. Don't allow the culture to have this grip on your creativity. Don't allow the culture to have this thing on you where you feel like you can't move and you feel like you can't breathe. Kill it. Leave it right there. Just rip. Boom. Just rip it off. It don't belong to you. It's stuff that was placed on you to have power over you. But it ain't yours. Be free, man. Tell you something that they never told you, man. Go be free. Right? Go be free. And don't come back until you got a story to tell. Then you got fermentation. The old begins to die and one starts to receive a glimpse of the new. Now, when you burn it, when you burn that old personality, when you burn that old street shit, when you burn the perversion of hip hop on you, gotta have something new. You need a new body to walk into. You need a new mindset to walk into. What's the new? What's the new? Real quick, is there any men in the chat that, just real quick, 5 minutes, hit my line and I want to ask you, what's the new? After you kill the old self, I ain't gonna hold you long. I just want to hear it. I just want someone to bear witness that this is happening right now. What's the new? Any dude willing to be vulnerable, just for a second. You ain't got to say your name, nothing. You can call me blocked. It's all good. I understand. That's my line. Real quick, 520-510-3254. Because once you burn it, you got to become something. Is it any dude that is willing to burn it? Let me know, or I'll move on. That is willing to burn it and become something new. I just want to know what's the new. Any dude, anybody. Because let them tell it, you ain't capable of this. Let them tell it, you a lost cause. Let them tell it, you're a dusty, you're a savage, you're all this. Let them tell it, you don't have the ability to transmute. You don't have the ability to go through a metamorphosis. You're always going to be that. There ain't no help for you. Let them tell it. Any dude, I just need one. 520-510-3254. Just one. One dude. Hit me right now. I just want to know the new. Hold on. 1 second. Hello, this is Ken.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Know. What's up, man?
What's going on?
I don't know, but cool.
Talk to me.
I don't know, but it ain't the past, though. You hear me?
What you mean?
You said about the. You want me live, huh?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
You don't know?
Future. Yeah, I can't tell you, but I know it ain't the past.
Okay. What do you want?
Everything.
Be specific.
I mean, you think that's like, I think that's like a logical answer. Like, I think it's like, I'm looking at it. The more you grow, like you see other things, and you chase, other aspects, and of life, what you trying to become like. So that's hard to say at the moment. I know I just ain't going back to, the more ways like.
You will go back. You will go back to the old way if you don't have.
No, I'm not.
Listen what I'm telling you. This is what happens. You have to have a clear destination, right? You have to have a clear destination. And what I'm asking you is, just for a second, just think. Where do you want to go? Where do you want? Don't worry about how much it costs or anything.
Listen, I can't. I respect what you're saying, and it's true. At the same time, I can't let you just throw it on me and say that I'm gonna go back to where I'm going. That's not true. That is your observation of what you believe. This ain't what I believe. Do we actually? You telling me you actually know? I got pictures of a lot of things. I see where I'm going.
I'm asking you.
I see everything I want. Just everything you saying, everything you speaking and preaching right now. It's just myself talking. You know, I feel like you. That's me talking. To, you know, you talking to me. It's me talking to me.
Okay.
So,
do you see
what you saying?
Do you see family?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Family. Okay. Let me ask you real quick.
So,
Do you see travel? You want to travel?
Of course.
You want to travel? Okay. What's the amount of money that you want to make a month?
Good question, man. Unlimited. You know, I don't put no tag on it.
Just give me a number.
Because you know.
You got to be specific.
You expand.
Yeah, I got you. You got to be specific in life, though. You have to be specific. Don't the number can increase. Just give me a number right now. So you have to the way magic works is you can't be just up in the air or you know whatever. I want everything, right? If I say,
well, I'm not saying that. I got principles and morals I stand by, but at the same time, that just getting caught up in words is about the feeling and the vibe. Like you know, how I feel, the frequency you on, you know. Shoot me a number.
Shoot me a number. Huh? Shoot me a number. How much money you want to make a month?
Got it on there?
Give me a number. 10,000?
More than that.
20,000?
You want to ask me?
Oh, come on, I'm asking.
You ask me, I tell you, I want a million.
Million, let's go. That's bro. Let's go. Million. Listen, all right. So we got $1 million a month, bro. All right. Okay. You got a woman? You got a woman?
I deal with, you know. But I ain't with all that no more. That's dead.
So you're never gonna have a woman again?
I don't see it. I can't speak on, you know. I don't see it right now. I'm just totally focused on me right now.
Got you. Okay, so somewhere down the line, if you did get a woman, how tall you want her to be?
How tall?
Yep.
You know, make it different. I mean, I like them sharp.
5'4"?
That's perfect.
5'4". All right. Where you wanted to be from?
You know, man.
East Coast.
Just fit the quality. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to go, you helping me get to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And you know, vice versa. And yeah, we can do this. You know, wherever it leads from there.
East Coast, West Coast.
Multiple people can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because I love women and just saying.
Got you.
One, just you know.
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. East Coast, West Coast, South. Just preference. Just throw something out there. Where if you met, just what this is your vision, right? Where you want to be? You want to be foreign? You want to?
That's hard to see when I ain't never been to them places. Like you know, seeing things on TV and stuff like that.
Got you.
You know.
Use your imagination. Where you want to be from?
I mean, I could do that. I could do that.
Okay. What about Brazil? You want a Brazilian?
How that look? You know? I'm from the
Okay, I got you. Hey, all right, got you. I'm about to tell you how it look, my G. For you, she brown, right? She 5'4". She got real thick hair, bro. She got super thick hair, right? She got these real pretty eyes, right? A real nice smile, right? And every time she see you, she lights up. The only thing she asks, man, you want to know what she asked, bro? Baby, what you need? That's all she asked. Baby, what you need? Right? And she speak Portuguese to you, right? She done took you all around Brazil, you know what I'm saying? To Carnival. You don't want the Rio, you don't want the Bahia, you don't want the Sao Paulo. You a nigga from the hood, man, and she got you all through Brazil, bruh. You know what I mean? She got you going through the capoeira festivals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's designed for you.
Right.
She's designed for you.
I'm with that.
You with that, right?
Right.
You with, what kind of car y'all driving?
Farm. Wherever she farm. She
Foreign?
farm gotta be farm.
Okay. What oh, are you trying with that? You trying to fuck with the Benz? You trying to fuck with the Bentley? What you want to do?
All this farm.
Long as it's
You know
foreign.
what I'm saying?
All right, my G.
Farm, you treat the whip like a woman, you know, so it gotta be farm too.
I,
She farm.
I hear you. Bet. So bet. We gonna 550 you up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna
Okay.
yeah, we gonna
Why you can't go Maybach?
why not? We're gonna go Maybach.
Sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. We gonna go Maybach. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
take the five, you know,
You
so I can slide.
this what we gonna do. You got the 5 and the Maybach.
Okay.
You got the
Okay.
5, yeah. You got the 5 and the Maybach. Bro, you,
Picture that.
you make
Picture that.
you make 1 million a year. You got a beautiful woman from Brazil that got you all through the area, right? All through Carnival. So Bahia, that's North Brazil. That's northern part, right? Then Rio is the southern part, and then you got a mega city called Sao Paulo, right? She got you through all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got a Maybach Benz. You got a you got a 550. Your family is intact. Man, life is good. Wait, real quick though. What you sipping on in your cup though, fam? What you drinking?
I ain't too savvy on that, you know.
Your choice. Your
I,
choice.
I might got something in the go though.
Got something in the car? Okay. With all right.
Something
So,
in the go.
oh, you a little henny? You messing with some henny?
I fool with that,
All
you
right,
know.
cool. Hey, guess what?
I like to smoke though, you know.
Okay, listen, look. The dope thing about this girl right here, bro. She roll your weed up when you don't even ask her to. She know when you want to smoke. She
Yeah.
know when to pour something in your cup. She don't even have to know. You don't gotta say nothing. She already does it. You feel
You
me?
think that's possible?
Is it possible? Let me tell you something, bro. Anything is possible, my nigga. Do not let nobody trick you. I don't
No,
know.
I ain't saying that.
Listen what I'm saying, bro.
But to be 100% like that,
100%, bro.
okay,
100%.
okay,
100%, bro. 100%. 100%.
okay,
I wouldn't lie to you, bro. Whatever you want. What we were just doing right now is this is on a small level. We could have kept going. We was just creating just a small vision board for you, bro.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We was just creating a small vision board from you, and you can be anything you want to be at any time, dog. Anytime.
Facts,
Anytime. Do you believe that?
facts.
That's facts. That's facts.
I believe I'm perfect too.
Dog, listen, man. Look. That
I
was
believe I'm perfect too. You heard me? I think I made mistakes, but I believe I'm perfect though.
man, bro. Them mistakes. That's in the past, bro. So what we talking about? We talking about releasing all that shit.
Okay,
That ain't your personality. That ain't who you are. You know what I'm saying? Things happen in life, but guess what, fam? It's part of your story. And this woman that we just described for you, she gonna want to hear all about it. That's why she with you in the first place, cause you come from something.
facts,
You feel me?
facts.
So we turn trauma into triumph. And all this stuff that we just talked about, bro, is more where it came from, bro.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
understand
feeling that.
you live in a abundant universe, which means that even though people got a lot of stuff, there's something for you too, fam.
I feel that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I appreciate you,
totally.
bro. I appreciate you calling, bro. You from New Orleans, huh?
Yeah.
My man. What you okay?
How you know?
How I know?
Yeah.
Cause I got the Hot Boys album when I was young.
Picture that. Picture that.
I had the Hot Boys, bro. I know a little, you know what I mean? I know a little something. But listen, man, you be safe down there. You hear me? And you take that vision we create, you put that on your own paper, bro, and you be specific about it. From the
Got
money
you.
to the woman to everything, because That's where it starts on paper, bro. And if you believe it, you can achieve it, bro.
I got
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I love you, my nigga. Stay up. You feel me?
Okay.
All right.
Got you.
My dude. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro. Straight up. Shout out to the bro. A lot of us don't even know we allowed to have an imagination because people be pulling up on us, robbing us. These boys be getting robbed for their dreams and robbed for the imagination. So much attention goes to the girls, which that's fine. Don't leave these boys hanging though. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to Norm. So then we go to distillation. Undergoes further purification after facing a series of hardships. So this is like the initiation period, right? This is the period where you're coming into your own and you're going to be tested with your old life, right? Your old life is going to come back on you and give you a series of tests. Old people are going to come back and try to tempt you. Old ideals are going to come back and tempt you, right? You almost there. And some of you have went through this before. Every time you make that boost, every time you make that jump, something comes back to test you. That's what happens. And then you fail and you go back to the old life. You'll know that you're moving forward when these tests are going to come. It's not going to be new tests. It's going to be old shit. It's going to be old people. It's going to be the hood. It's going to be loved ones. You feel me? It's going to be everything that you was tethered to that's going to come back and try to pull you back into that. They're going to call you names, who you think you is. They're not going to let you transition. You feel me? They're going to poke every pain body that you have. Don't fold, don't break. Stay on the path. Then you have coagulation, attainment, new world, new you. Attainment, new world, new you. And that's important for you to know because when you get out of this thing, where you going? You got to have a roadmap. You got to know where you're going because you could be going backwards. Right? So that's spiritual alchemy right there. That's just the surface of it. You can go in more detail with me in a session. That's the surface of it. Now, a lot of guys, a lot of brothers will think, yo, the system is rigged. It was not designed for you to come and fix the system or change the system. The system is that way so you can focus on self-mastery. The way you beat the system is transcending the body. You transcend the body when you remove yourself from games and play, or you remove yourself from what the body is craving. As long as your body is craving all of this, the system will have power over you. As long as your body is craving a rep, validation, acceptance, as long as your body is craving the womb, as long as your body is craving to participate in games and play, you'll always be a slave to it. The moment you transcend the body, the system cannot have power over you. The system does not have power over your mind. It only attacks your body. When you transcend the body, the system cannot affect you. And understand, it's not designed for you to change it. It's designed for you to transcend it. And you transcend when you crack the code. You crack the code when you understand that you are more than the body. You are more than the peen, especially for a black male. I understand that so much stock, so much investment goes below the waist, but there is something inside of you that is bigger than your peen, and it is the king. That's not the biggest part of you. Don't let nobody reduce you to that. Don't put your identity there. There's more levels to you. You're not just a buck. You're not just a breeder. You're made of cosmic stuff, right? Something beautiful, something untouched. All you have to do is transcend the body. All you have to do is pull back your attachments to the things that you can't control. You can't control women. You can't control the stock market. You can't control the government. You can't control nothing in the world. The only thing you have control over is what you pay attention to. Activate the king, right? Have a standard and operate from there. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. It's going to be super difficult. It's going to be super taxing on you, right? But you got this. You got this. They lied to you. And I'm just telling you that they lied to you. And there is more to you than below the belt, right? There's more to you than My prayer is that you find your innocence and you find that childlike thing, you know, and you find that thing that got taken, you know, right? Like your mind can conceive and just go so many places if you allow it. You're allowed to have a mind. You're allowed to dream, yo. I don't care if that sounds corny. You're allowed to have audacity. You're allowed to come up with ideals and be super geeked and super excited about it. Don't let what happened to you, right, destroy the best parts of you, right? Because in there, when you find that king, right? When you find that king, I didn't tell you this part. When you find that king and you activate the king, there's going to be somebody standing next to the king. And it's going to be a little boy. And that little boy has been waiting for years and years and years and years to be nurtured, right? It's been waiting for an apology, right? His innocence has been snatched, right? And the little boy is looking up at the king, right? And when you activate that little boy and that king is going to merge with each other. And when that happens, you're going to be unstoppable. All this king talk, what's better than a king? A superhero, right? A superhero, right? But some superheroes don't fly, you know? Some superheroes don't have X-ray vision, you know? Some superheroes just show up in regular form. I'm a superhero. Do you know my special ability? I'm a nigga with waves, man. Take care of yourself and each other. Activate your king. The reason why you down, cause somebody stole something from you. They stole your creativity. They stole your innocence. They stole your ability to dream. Well, I came to help you dream again. I came to help you get them dreams back. So you can start using your mind, changing your reality based on your thoughts. The struggle is in your mind, bro. The struggle is in your mind, girl. You can't be a victim in this life. You gotta go get yours. The universe is abundant. Everything on this planet is made to serve you. They got you distracted, thinking everything you need is outside of yourself. But that's the trick right there. I came to wake you
up. I came to remind you. I came to tell you that the God that you're looking for is in the mirror. All you gotta do is all you gotta do is have audacity. I want you to dream. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to know there ain't no ceiling. The things that you believe changes your genetic code. You are your thoughts. You picked this life before you came here. So now it's about you turning that tragedy into triumph. The struggle is real, baby. It's all in your mind. All you gotta do is wake up.